Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Rose of Venus Tarot. It's Lacey. Thank you so much for clicking on to my video, ladies, divine feminines, dark feminines, light feminines, and all of my haters that decided to tune in. I'm hearing there's a lot of your haters that did decide to tune in. I feel like a lot of you guys could have gotten judged, like in high school, middle school. You could have been judged your whole life because you're so different here. And now being different isn't looking so bad. There's some people who envy your boldness. They're like, how are you so bold? They're coming to the conclusion that you can make bold decisions in life because you had to stop caring about people, what people thought about you at a young age, because people judged you so harshly for no reason. They felt like, everything you did. They didn't like your hair. They didn't like your jeans. Why are you wearing that? Why you say it like that? Like, it's just a bunch of weird or mean girls wanting to put discomfort in you and discomfort in your body here, where now there's a lot of people who want to connect with you desperately. Like, some of these people might surprise you, because this would be girls like specifically from your high school that never talked to you, never wanted to talk to you, like kind of always left you as like an outcast. Some of them might have been nice, hey, how you doing, bye bye, but they never talk to you on the same level as they did other people. They never got to know you, but they talked about you a lot. They made a lot of conspiracies about you. And now they're realizing that that's your attention, that's your spotlight. Everything they said about you, like, is deserves your attention. You deserve to take up for yourself. It's like people stole your spotlight just to talk about you, but then people could have judged the things you did as just looking for attention or just doing that, or just like, I don't know, like things that weren't even too strange overall. It's like, I don't know, people could have just picked to ostracize you because maybe you guys do think differently. I know I got makeup on my hands. I always got something on my hands from doing something. Divine, please tell me more. Divine, please tell me more. Dark night of the soul. During the dark night of the soul, it may seem that all is lost and you may not make it through. Rise from the ashes and choose to be better, not bitter here. Yeah, a lot of you guys have rose from the ashes and you keep getting better and not bitter here. I feel like these are people who maybe want to do the same. They're wondering how they can rise from the ashes. I thought I saw something run across the floor here. I'm like, it better not be nothing. I'm like, it was a few spiders in my last Airbnb. It better be. What is that called? When you stare at something too long and then you can see the floaters. Yeah. Regret. We all have regret about something in life. The lesson to learn is not to dwell on it. Yeah, a lot of you guys are not dwelling on your regrets in life, but I feel like a lot of these people are dwelling on the lives they didn't live. There's a lot of people who didn't live just because they cared too much what other people thought about them. And then there's people who are genuinely curious about you because you are different. You're different, and they didn't know you were as expansive and you guys experience things. There's some people who wish that you would accept their friendship like in adulthood because they went to school with you and they see you as pretty cool. I feel like a lot of you guys, these people would have pretended not to know you if you didn't have any clout or anything. I feel like right now you might have clout that's making people want to come over, talk to you, get to know you, be some sort of friend to you. This could be on the internet, or this could be people talking about your life in general, what you do for work, what you did. People saying good things about you, now. Like, it's becoming popular to talk to you and like you now. So it's like they want to have the inside scoop here. Also, I'm feeling like dealing with some admiration here. There's some admiration, there's some guilt. Divine, please tell me more. Yeah, wisdom. You guys are coming off as very wise now. A lot of people looked at you back then as young and ill and, oh my God, like, what are they doing? I feel like a lot of you guys did have your group of friends. And that's another thing that they're coming to the realization of, is that you always had your own group of friends. You always had people to talk to. You were never really like lonely. Some of you guys did have to face that. If you did, I'm sorry. Some of you guys, you had your weird friends or your weird patches, or you're destined to have that. No matter what age you are, you're going to meet people who you feel comfortable with. And surprisingly, I feel like a lot of you guys are releasing a lot of social anxiety that you had from bullying, and you're about to reintegrate into society without feeling like you're a burden here, because that's what bullies try to do. They try to bring you around and then act like they don't want you around, like, seek you out to kind of like put you down here. Somebody is also wishing that they could do that, but it's like you already know you're too smart to fall for any of them, even trying to come around you. They're like, yo, you're not even letting nobody around you. You got too much things to do. Like, this is like, you got, like, we're grown now, and this person doesn't feel grown. They're crying because they're still stuck in that high school mindset. This doesn't, some of you guys, this isn't the same person. A lot of you guys, this is just your general past talking about you. But they could, this person, these people, they don't have no kids. That is something. I think that's a fly, Atlanta. Okay, I'm gonna just not bother with that. It's a different country. I'm in Europe, guys. I'm in the Netherlands at an Airbnb until I get my paperwork to get a new apartment. I did find 3 apartments already, but I gotta have my permission to sign the lease here, and that, I guess, that's coming in. Life experiences bring about wisdom. How you decide to use it will lead to your success or your detriment here. A lot of you guys are using the wisdom that you've gained, but they didn't gain any wisdom. So what I'm feeling is like a lot of people, or a few people, who want to be able to use your wisdom as like what am I trying to say? Not a default, but as a crutch to, get over, use your notes in life, to become as wise. They feel like they'll become wiser with a conversation with you. But then there's some people who want to come around you and try to alleviate you of that, of your coolness. Like, they want to put some sort of awkwardness into you, but they can't put any awkwardness into you. Somebody feels like really weird for the way they treated you, the way they acted towards you. Like, I don't know. I feel like you guys are real regular. Like, I don't know. Like, you guys are real regular, real normal, but everything they do with intention here. So, like, when regular people come around, it, like, the intentional people get kind of shook up because they're like, should I even be worrying about, like, basically, we're not, of regular people, we're not going to argue over who split the bill, because we're going to all have separate bills in the first place coming in. Hey, nah, this is my bill, but I want, and then, that's just how it is. Unregular people want to go and then, hey, 10 tickets, and then argue over it just because they like that type of tension here. I'm like, I've seen that argument so many times before, but I'm like, I've never had to argue with people about splitting the bill. If anything, we've argued over who's going to pay. I'll pay this time, I'll pay this time. Like, like, I've had people argue over who's paying, or no, don't pay, here, I got it this time. If I ask people to go with me, you want to walk with me to blah blah blah, all right, I got it. Because if you ask somebody to go with you, I feel like you don't know people's financial issues, financial situation, and you shouldn't be asking them. I'm not like, you got money, girl, for like a meal? Like, y'all feel like, because I wouldn't want anybody else. Do you got money for that? Like, like, I'm like, as long as, and I'm already gonna pick out what you eating because I already got my money. I said I can get you this, this, and this. That's where I'm at. Like, but other people, they overcomplicate ish. Um, we got refresh, recharge here. Take time out from the busy and stressful world around you. Take a moment to feel the sun on your face. Wiggle your toes in the grass and get back grounded here. With the recharge, refresh here, yeah, a lot of people are realizing that you just want to recharge in nature and deal with people new here. There's some people who want to, I guess, put an end to your new beginning. Divine, please tell me more. What's going on this collective energy? Memories, yeah, it's given very nostalgic here. A lot of people are having memories of you and they're wondering what was going on in your mind back then. I also feel like you guys are building something that a lot of people want to be a part of here because a lot of you guys are more successful on your own. People feel like if they knew what you were trying to do was going to be successful, they would have put more into it. People feel like they did help you. This is like somebody buying you a pack of pencils and you're an artist. But then, like, because some people do that to me, I'm like, thank you. Here you go. I'm like, I have so many fucking art sets. So, like, like, and not only that, I have paints that, like, expense different types of art supplies here and what I need entirely, even just to do your hair. That's like buying somebody a grease and then you gotta buy the weave, the this, the that, or whatever, coming out here. Once they seen how much you really needed, it gave them patience in their mind on why it took you so long. Somebody's like, why does it take you so long? You need a lot sometimes, and then sometimes you got to buy things because certain things didn't work. Then you got to navigate, you got to do this. But I feel like a lot of you guys have built up, and a lot of people have memories of you. Some of these are like loving memories from your ex-lovers. Other you guys, like I said, it just feels like your hometown, high school, old friends, and it feels like heavy feminine energy that just didn't treat you right. I feel like their mindsets have been like, I don't know, revamped. Memories are to be cherished, especially fond ones of friends and family. What is a good memory that will make you smile today? I feel like some people are wanting you to look back at the good memories. They're wondering if you even remember having good times with them. Some of you guys, this isn't just people who did you wrong. This is just regular people that are thinking about you because everything moved on. Some of you guys, this is just people who see your life moving on. This isn't even people who did you wrong. There are people who felt like they didn't put in that time, put in that work to be able to ask you questions. Because what is that, girl? Like, these are people who could have even not followed you back on Facebook before you might have deleted your Facebook. Because I know I deleted mine, and a lot of people that come to me, they delete their Facebook, they delete their social medias. Because, eventually you realize that's all performative. And, like, the people around you is like what count the most, I'm like I could have gotten into a form of escaping toward from the from my social settings using the internet because of the people around me when I was in the Bronx, but still, it's like that wasn't going to help me observe my surroundings. Laughter is a medicine for the soul. So laugh even if it's through tears. And this is another thing that they laugh even if it's through tears. A lot of people are talking about how you guys laugh well. And also I'm hearing these people, they live their lives through the internet. You live your life in real life here. You guys might just know how to make money online. Maybe you guys are content creators and they're like, why you don't show pictures of yourself and your this or your kids or share your everyday life instead, but you're focusing on maybe doing your nails, your hair, doing tarot readings. Of course you could let people know little splats about that, and then I created Venus RX, but there's people who want, like, they want to know your business, like, as it's happening here, like they're on Facebook. Maybe they don't either, but, like, it's like, Devon, please tell me more. Devon, please tell me more. But they're looking for a type of fuel that they wouldn't be able to use, or just maybe to, like, befriend you, try to get close to you, like, try to get in with you. Some of them, maybe they don't like, maybe you do have social media and they don't like what you say and what you do here. So some of these people want to have a talk with you, and then they're realizing in the long run it doesn't matter. Like, this is why they're not where they're at in life. They're realizing because they're obsessed with people. They're obsessed with shit that don't matter in the long run, conversations that don't matter in the long run. I want to have a long talk with you because you shared the meme on Facebook and your aunt's a Christian, and I just want to let you know. And people are mad that you don't entertain that type of BS. You might even push on their buttons a little more here. That's what I do. I'm like, get out of here with that bullshit. I'm like, pearls before swine. Be careful who you give your best self to. For the wrong people will take you for granted and are unworthy of your gifts. Save the best for those who will genuinely appreciate you, what you have to offer, and return the kindness. Yes. Save those for people who appreciate what you have to offer and will return the kindness here. There's somebody who wish they were more kind to you. But I feel like this is also people coming in who you were casting your pearls before swine. Now you have people who like it, like, who instead of, oh, you're an artist, here's some pencils. See, I tried to help the collective because we got to get help coming out and they don't know how to this and they didn't hear, I don't know when their last drawing was. It's like, wanted to make you feel some type of way as opposed to somebody, hey, you want to be a part of my studio, or I got this whole studio for you. Or, just things that are effective if they wanted, or people who just say, oh, that's nice, better yet, and then move on here. It's like, you had a lot of people wondering exactly what they were trying to do here. Life can become overwhelming and sometimes even unmanageable. Now would be a great time to reach out for help before your problems destroy you. Somebody wants to reach out to help to you. Some of you guys, this is your energy. And yes, if you want to reach out for help, reach out for help. The mental health situation, what is it? The mental health system is hard to navigate, at least in America. I don't know. I gotta go here too and be like, hey, I got a diagnosis, but I'm afraid I'm not even gonna talk about that. And we got security. Be careful to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established here. I feel like some of you guys are being told that you are in the beginning phase. Of course, release anxiety, but stay on top of your goals here. Build that foundation. You're still building a foundation. Don't get frustrated after you put in a few pegs and you're like, I got 80 more pegs to put in. And oh my goodness, I got to still put cement in for the basement. Oh my God, the piping, the this, the that. Take a deep breath and say, that's going to be easy. All I got to do is the piping next. All I got to do is the cement next. All I got to do is fill out this packet. Okay, I'm going to call somebody, help me fill out this packet. I don't really understand it, you know? And your mindset, don't allow your mindset to spiral into so much negativity where you can't really focus on anything but, like, I don't know, so much negativity to the point where you mess up basically. But it's Mercury retrograde, so be patient with any mess ups that happen along the way. Survivor, when everyone counted you out, you made it through because you're a survivor. When everyone counted you out, you made it through because baby, you're a survivor. You're not gonna give up. You're definitely a survivor, and yeah, you're a survivor here. You look more than a survivor. You're a thriver. You are thriving. You are looking good, feeling good, acting good. There's so many cute places to film in here. I'm looking around like where I want to make my video next. Devon, what's up more? The lighting is kind of dim though. I'm like, I should take out my second lighting. I didn't bring like my little face lamp that I usually use, but the other place had like a little lamp I could put up. Speak your truth. Speak your truth. Never be afraid to speak your truth. Never be afraid to speak your truth. Stand strong. Stand strong, shade the ground you walk on, and never back down from your own morals and beliefs. Speak your truth is coming out underneath here. I feel like a lot of you guys tell the truth, you're honest, and this is why people get addicted to you and they want to see more what's going on in your life because you tell them if you had a good day, bad day, how you doing, if you're doing great with your husband, or at least you used to be real. Like a lot of you guys could have closed off and you could be focusing more on making money, your content, your art here, and you guys are looking quite damn successful, interesting, and you lived a mighty, mighty life. I feel like a lot of you guys could have been through so much things, where people kind of swept up under the rug here. We got to stand your ground. It has always been said that if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. Stand up for what you believe in and not be silly and not be easily swayed by the beliefs and wishes of others here. Okay, so that's it, you guys. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, whenever you're catching this angel number or this reading.